Okay, so a couple things I just wanted to throw out here. First off, with the first section, just a couple of solving equation type things here. So like something like this. So just a couple reminders of things that might get you tripped up. So first off, if there is a negative or a minus with the number that you're about to distribute, remember, take each side individually. This side simplified, this side needs simplified. Distribute, -4. So everything else remains, but then -4 times 3, -12w. -4 times -1 is going to be +4, because negative times a negative is a positive. So just make sure that you follow through with that distribution. Okay, but then you need to combine like terms to simplify, so now both sides are simplified, and now we can go about solving it, getting the w by itself using inverse operations. So that negative, I think, is something that could really trip you up, so I wanted to make sure to mention that. And of course, if you get a fraction as your answer, now this time you don't, but you can certainly keep it as a fraction. Most of your answers should end up nice, so just keep that in mind as well. I'll post an answer key at some point. The other thing that I wanted to show real quick was with fractions. So you might like have something like this. You might be unsure how to deal with it. Two options. One is just to take both sides times 4/3. As long as you can multiply by fractions, that takes this out, and then it's like 2/1. So 2 times 4 is 8. 1 times 2 is 3. You could do it that way. You just take both sides times the reciprocal of the fraction. That is an option. Or the other thing is basically like division and multiplication. As in, if you multiply, it's like saying that 3 times x divided by 4. In fact, really, you could rewrite it like this: 3x. Like that. But it's not often written like that. But I wanted to show you then, if you take both sides times 4, so take it times the denominator, because it's divided by 4, so multiply both sides by 4. Then it's the opposite of times, which is divide, and you get the same answer, 8/3. So that's a way you can, those are two ways you can deal with fractions when you have to get a variable by itself. I think that's about all I have for you with solving questions.